Welcome everyone to the Makers for Good Makeathon. My name is Oscar Velasquez, and now we're live here from Mexico City. I'm very happy that we're all, here at the Makeathon for Makers for Good at 3D Experience World for the Sustainable Future, sponsored by Dassault Systems and SolidWorks. Welcome everyone, I'm really happy to have you all here. I'm going to actually have two really amazing guests today. I'm having Abhishek Bali from Boston. He's actually in the 3D Experience Lab. And I will have as well here Israel Silva, who will be the co-host at the Makers for Good Makeathon for this edition. We're really happy to have really amazing teams that we've been selecting for the past days. And we chose really, really cool projects. And I really feel that we're gonna have fun in here for the coming days for this Makeathon. I'd like to give an introduction to Abhishek. He's in Boston at the 3D Experience Lab. Welcome, Abhishek. How are you? Welcome, Israel. Welcome, guys. That will be co-hosts today. And we have Abhishek at the 3D Experience Lab, and he's going to actually give a really good surprise today. Okay. Abhishek, how are you? How are you feeling? How is Boston right now?
I'm good. I'm good. It's going to snow in Boston today. So yeah, I'm feeling cold, but it's really exciting to be part of Makers for Good and to be sponsoring from the Dassault System side. And I just wanted to give a quick introduction. My name is Abhishek Bali. It's great to be here. I manage the 3D Experience Lab, which is the Startup Accelerator program of Dassault Systems. But I also am a part of the SolidWorks strategy team. So besides other things, we love makers, we love startups, and we have so many different programs for startups. And we're always about helping startups go further notches in their journey. So I'm really impressed by Oscar's team in terms of what they are trying to pull off. So the Makeathon, the Makers for Good Makeathon is very close to our heart, and we are really happy to be part of it. So one thing I wanted to really quick, I have a couple of minutes. I thought, I'll be in the lab even on a Saturday, but I wanted to show you a few things that makers like you, who are our employees, have created, and then I'll take you to the lab for a very quick tour. So what you see behind me is it's called an X station, and this was designed by our employees, most of whom did not know anything about CAD. So within 2 months, they started from zero, but they were in teams, and the whole idea was, can we give them some dimensions of a space station that would be launched in the someday in the space, and can we divide them into teams and give them a challenge that, hey, you have a dimension constraint. What can you think? What can you visualize as a team? And whatever you imagine, can you use X design, X shape that you will have access to bring it to reality? And we were really surprised because most of them were like so new to X design, X shape, and even 3D modeling. These were people from finance, human resources, or facilities, but they really loved the time they spent on X shape, X design to create this within teams. So I thought, let me start with this quick tidbit or something, and then, if you allow me, let me just take you to the lab, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
So this is the North American systems, you can see, and this is the 3D Experience Lab that we started with MIT Center for Bits and Atoms. Of course, it's a Saturday, so you won't see many people here, but what you see here is basically an engine of a twin-seater, of a two-seater aircraft that we were assembling many years ago in the lab. And now that we have expanded, we had to we donated that aircraft to one of our partners, but this is a replica of that engine. So what we are doing is our makers are actually taking it all apart and using SolidWorks to recreate it and then 3D print it. You'll see there's a lot of 3D printers here, and all these different 3D printers are our partners, whether it's Cindo or Formlabs or Ultimaker, Rise, and then we have this big one called Gigabot, which is actually printing something around aquaponics. And then we have our ShopBot, where we make big things like this one, which our makers made just yesterday actually, and it's really a very sturdy table. One of the other things that we are really proud of is some of our makers actually use cardboard, they make cardboard furniture like this, which is really, really sturdy. And at 3D Experience World, where three winners of Makers for Good Make-A-thon will go, you will see a lot of cardboard furniture that we are bringing in there, which has been created using SolidWorks. And this is the big shop bot that we use to make something big. We also host Fabric Academy here. This is a molding and casting area. We've done some really phenomenal work around something called Magic Wheelchair. There are laser cutters and a lot of electronics here. In the other room, which I cannot take you there right now, but we have a lot of immersive experiences there. We are big on the metaverse dialogue. What you see here is actually, we had launched a competition just like Makers for Good, but this was for with a Hollywood director who was Oscar nominated for Ratatouille and Toy Story and all that stuff. So he's making a movie on Leonardo da Vinci. So we challenged our makers to actually imagine Da Vinci's machines and then recreate them using XDesign, Xshape, or SolidWorks or CATIA. So these are the winners, and these are the guys who actually took his original drawings from Da Vinci and they recreated this. So another maker actually made this amazing bird which is sniffing the flower, and so on. And then we have CNC, and a lot of stuff happens here. But what I wanted to really end this tour with is that as a company, our vision is very much aligned to sustainability, because it's all about harmonizing product life and nature. It's a documented fact that I think around 48% of sustainability when it comes to products can be decided in the very first stages of the design process. So when you are starting to use the tools such as SolidWorks or CATIA, XDesign, Xshape, the decisions that the designer takes at that point in time when he's starting with a sketch, they impact the sustainability of that product in a huge way. So a lot of movement is going around not over designing, not using too much of plastic, and then using a lot of simulation and generative design is another one, to make sure that your plastic use is optimized, and then you design for reuse and also for recycling. So a lot of different projects are going on there. And when you come to 3D Experience World, at least the three teams, and anyways, it will be in a hybrid mode, and I can send you the links where you can watch a lot of action there. You'll see there's a huge sustainability focus from Dassault Systems. So I would like to end with this, but it's amazing to be connected with Oscar and Makers for Good, and we would really love to help out if you need any help. Of course, with software, you'll get access to XDesign, Xshape, and SolidWorks, and I'm talking about the final teams that Oscar and his team they select, and we're always there if you have any questions. Back to you, Oscar. Have I missed anything?
No, I think that's pretty much. And thank you so much for that amazing tour. And what kind of software are we going to be using in this next Make-A-thon? Can you just mention a little bit about the 3D Experience platform and what kind of things we can expect here at the Make-A-thon?
Oh yeah, definitely. So about 3D Experience platform, I'll tell you very quickly. So imagine 2 decades ago, or even like 10 years ago, software used to come in CD-ROMs or DVDs and all that stuff, or maybe you download software and it used to sit on your native computer, and you would use it and all that stuff. But the direction of the entire industry, the 3D CAD industry, is around cloud, and we at Dassault Systems, we were the pioneers for it. Back in the 90s, we started this whole process where the entire Boeing and Airbus aircrafts were designed using CATIA on the cloud. And now if you look at it, very few tests are done physically for these aircrafts. Everything is done using our simulation techniques and tools such as Simulia and all that. So computational fluid dynamics and everything is done, fatigue tests, everything is done on the software, right? So the 3D experience platform is basically a cloud platform wherein you can use any device, any browser, and you can basically use XDesign and Xshape, and you can create anything that's possible. So XDesign is a parametric software. That means you have to define, when you start with a sketch, you define the boundaries, and then you extrude, and then whatever operations you do in 3D, you have a chance to set parameters and also change them at some point in time. So it's very responsive, very reflective of the choices that you make. And you can definitely search for SolidWorks XDesign, and you'll see. Xshape is very interesting, by the way, because myself, I was an industrial designer, and I used to design a lot of organic shapes and all that stuff. So organic shapes can be handled very well with Xshape, because it's just like you have a wet clay and you just pull and push different things, and then you can achieve the desired shape, right? So these are the X apps, I would say. And then when you talk about SolidWorks, everybody knows about SolidWorks, but to the teams that will be taking part in this competition beyond the first stage, I think we can always give them SolidWorks Student Edition, which is here in my hand. And Oscar, I will send the scans to your team, and you can distribute it. But it gives you access to SolidWorks Premium, and then flow simulation, motion, which is like kinematic analysis, and also a lot of different things. So in fact, Visualize is another one which helps you access to renderings and all that stuff. In some of the competitions that I have actually been part of, a lot of people, what they do is they love Xshape so much that they start something in Xshape, and then when you press X on your keyboard, it takes you to XDesign, and you'll see when you get access to the platform and these tools, when you open it, there are learning tools where you can actually learn these tools in a very easy way. All you have to do is just make a 3D Experience ID, of course, for free, and it's just a one-time thing. It takes 53 seconds to make that, right? So don't worry about it. But yeah, so you'll get Xshape, XDesign, and SolidWorks Student Edition. And we would definitely love for you to use Xshape and XDesign, because these are really, really cool tools.
That's really cool. Thank you so much. Oh, well, I'm really excited to see what happens with all this technology and tools that we're going to be using. Well, thank you so much, Abhishek. I'm really excited and really, I don't know, really honored to have Dassault Systems and all the technology to support entrepreneurs that are doing good in the world. I feel really happy. So thank you so much, Abhishek. And we will be seeing you very soon at some point in the Makeathon, and really amazing people as well from the Dassault team. We will actually have the opportunity to get to know and work with some mentors from Dassault as well. Thank you so much, Abhishek.
Thank you.
So now I'd like to continue with the presentation for what actually is going to be happening at the Makeathon. Just really, really excited. So let me just present to you. Okay, so now you can see my screen here. So let's start. So this is the kickoff. Today is the kickoff. So for the Makeathon 3D Experience World 2022 for Sustainable Future. My name is Oscar Velasquez. As I mentioned, this was Abhishek, and we're going to have as a co-host Israel Silva. And Makers for Good is the social innovation platform empowering makers to transform the world using digital fabrication and circular economy. When we started the Makeathon, we wanted to combine business skills, maker skills. So basically, we saw a lot of fab labs and maker spaces doing really amazing stuff around the world. And also we saw different accelerators and incubators around the world trying to solve different problems. And we said, okay, why don't we actually connect those two really amazing powers and use it for good? So when we started the Makeathon, we just made the first Makeathon in 2015 in Mexico City. And then like around 3-4 years, we just started growing those Makeathons, combining a fab lab, combining different accelerators, and all that talent just became explosive. So we just started seeing really, really powerful projects using digital fabrication and electronics. So actually, these Makeathons are these creative marathons where we try to combine in a short time all these powers of the digital fabrication and talent. So today we start the Makeathon for Sustainable Future. So we actually made an open call for makers around the world to design, prototype, and launch their products in this 3-month virtual hardware accelerator program. We chose 5 categories: waste, water, forest, oceans, and health. And from there, we chose 30 startups that actually will be building for 2 months, for 2 months to launch their projects at the 3Experience World 2022 from the 6th to the 9th of February in Atlanta, Georgia. Just 1 second. So let me my screen is not sharing. Okay, so am I sharing the screen? Yeah, there you go. Sorry, actually I kept on. There you go. Okay. So here you go. We were here. So in these 30 startups that we chose are really diverse. Actually, we chose from these 5 categories that they are designing really cool things around the world. We are actually, there are going to be people joining from Egypt, from Chile, from Brazil, from Mexico, from the Netherlands, from different cities in the US, a few people from China. There are different really cool projects that we're going to be hosting. All these 30 startups are coming from different manufacturing and different manufacturing companies. There are different engineers and designers, entrepreneurs. Also, we saw some projects from different clusters or innovation centers, and some projects from universities. So we have a very diverse group that actually will be prototyping in this Makeathon for 3Experience World. As you know, we have a combined prize that Dassault Systems is putting to help out manufacture all the projects that all the best 3 projects. So these best 3 projects are going to divide this prize, and with the help of the Fab Lab, we're gonna build and manufacture your prototype. And as well, we're gonna give full access to the 3Experience World with all the tools that Abhishek mentioned, so that you can prototype and design. And from here, you're gonna send all those files to the factory, to the Fab Lab, to the local Fab Lab here in Mexico, and we're gonna help you out to build that prototype. And one fun thing, we're gonna fly 1 member of each team to Atlanta with hotel and accommodation all covered, to actually to join us in the exhibition in Atlanta. So yes, 1 second as well. We're having a little issue here with the presentation. Let me just try again. Just 1 second. There you go. So we're gonna fly one member of the team to Atlanta, and the main idea is that you join us there at this really amazing 3D design and product design exhibition in Atlanta. So you're gonna see really amazing projects. You're gonna meet a network with really amazing minds that come from around the world to join the 3D Experience World exhibition. And these are the dates that this is the timeline that's gonna be happening. As you know, we started the open call in the 15th of November, then we selected all the projects that are going to be participating, all the 30 companies that are going to be participating in the Makeathon. And the first phase that starts on Monday, actually starts tomorrow. We have starts on Monday, sorry. We start with the Regenerator Phase, that is the impact-driven tools that will help you design the impact of your project. So we have a few loot boxes that you will have to open up so that it helps you embed circular impact of your product, and as well some sustainable development goals from United Nations that actually you can align your project into that. We have some really cool tools and methodologies for business so that you can create the business model and a value proposition and a differentiator for your project. And from there as well, you're gonna get access to all the tools from the 3D Experience platform to start doing your 3D designs and some simulation if you like to as well, and also get access to rendering software. From there, we're gonna choose 3 teams at the end of December that are gonna pitch to a really amazing lineup of experts and judges that will actually choose 3 teams to start manufacturing their products here in Mexico at the Fab Lab. And we're gonna help out building those projects and then ship it to Atlanta. And we're gonna meet you there if you also want to come to Mexico to help out, but we have everything covered here with the team of the Fab Lab. And we're gonna ship from here all the 3 projects to Atlanta to be ready to be exhibited at the 3D Experience World 2022. You're actually gonna have a space to showcase your product right there at the exhibition. And you get that. We're gonna make sure that you get a lot of connections and you meet a lot of amazing people there at the exhibition. And that's the main idea, that actually you showcase your project from the 6th to the 9th of February in Atlanta, Georgia. So we're really excited to start that as soon as possible. What kind of resources you're gonna get? You're gonna get some tools, and you're gonna get some really amazing you're gonna get access to really amazing people that will help you out strengthen your projects. So we have a really amazing set of mentors. We have around 15 mentors that will be helping you. We also have different master classes to help you strengthen each part of your project. And as well, we have the Makers for Good platform and the 3D Experience platform that will help you out, go along with your project and actually present it at the end to this set of experts. There's some sponsor materials as well that you can use within the platform that you will choose for your project. You can use them or not, but there's some sponsor materials as well. And you will get access to this Fab Lab. We have all kinds of tools there to manufacture products, from 3D printing to laser cutting to electronics to any process, almost any process you can actually use from the Fab Lab to build your project. And we have something really cool that are called toolboxes within the Makers for Good platform. And these toolboxes are special exercises that you have to solve and gain the points. So actually, there's a very special dynamic that happens within the Makers for Good platform. You start unboxing these toolboxes, and they will start giving you points as you go along within the process of the platform. It will give you different exercises that, as you solve, it gives you different points. So you will share. I actually will give you a little tour of the platform that you will get a special login on Monday. So you will get the licenses for the 3D experience on Monday into your email, and you will get as well all the access to the Makers for Good platform. So these toolboxes, they help you out get points, and these points we add them up so that you can be having a score, and then from here this gives you access to present to the experts at the end to present your project, to pitch your project to these experts, to be able to be selected among these 3 winners that will manufacture their project and ship it to Atlanta to be exhibited at the 3D Experience World 2022. So we know how difficult it is to make a product. So we built this Makeathon, as I mentioned, and we connected really amazing partners around the world, different partners that will help you out, strengthen and build your project. So you will see it at the platform, from accelerators to Fab Labs to different NGOs around the world, or different organizations that are doing amazing work for, like these institutions as well, and different technologies like the 3D Experience or Miro collaboration whiteboard platform. You're gonna have really cool tools inside the Makers for Good platform and the 3D Experience platform. So this is how it works. You're gonna have, in the first part, you're gonna have the business development track, and that's gonna be running for 8 days. From there, you're gonna be working on the impact of your project, mostly the circular economy impact, and as well align your product and company into the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations. From there, the third track, it's about product development. And here you get access to design and simulation tools from Dassault Systems that actually in the 3D Experience platform. As you are developing this, then you accumulate these points using the toolboxes, and you prepare your pitch for presenting it to the experts. It's a 12-point pitch that you get access to different tools and different master classes, so that you can actually prepare an amazing pitch for the experts. And when you pitch, then they select your projects, and then you manufacture in January all the project in the Fab Lab, and then you will launch your product at the 3D Experience World 2022. And it's a little bit gamified, this platform, so you will have a little bit of fun. And from here, we try to choose projects that were in the last phase of research. So basically, projects are in the experimental proof of concept. We use the technology readiness levels to measure and select projects usually. And it's this methodology that NASA uses to assess the maturity of a technology or a product. So we are actually we selected projects that are in the third phase of the TRLs, the technology readiness levels. Thank you so much. And so now let me just give you a little tour of what you're gonna see in the 3D Experience platform. So the first, you will get access to login, and the first mission, or we call it the first track, it's to define the business model of your product. And you are going to have two boxes here that you have to unveil. The first one is about business modeling, and the second one is about value proposition. This track is going to last around 7 days, and you will have here your key results. So it's going to have a guide so that you can actually understand what we're asking from you. Then you're going to have some deliverables that you have to complete your business model and test it in a very functional way. And you will get access to different tutorials. And these tutorials will guide you to build a really strong business model. So you will get some really cool tools inside this platform. And we will have a few master classes. In this case, I will actually give a master class. And as well, you will get access to different mentors with different specialties in each track, in each of these 6 tracks that will help you out and strengthen your product. And you will access as well different resources from books, articles, videos, different things that we curated for you within each track. And you get the tutorial list. It's like a playlist of really good videos that help you out, strengthen all the things that we ask from you. So this will be the Makers for Good platform. And as well, you get a license for all your team. So make sure that everyone in your team is inside the WhatsApp that we send you the invitation for, because we're gonna communicate through the WhatsApp. We're gonna have that announcements. All the announcements will be on WhatsApp, and all the Makeathon is gonna happen inside the Makers for Good platform, and supported by the 3D Experience platform. So as well, if you have any questions, we have the chat open, and we're gonna have a 5-minute questions. This was just a very brief introduction. We don't want to make this a very long meeting, so I'm gonna answer a few questions from the chat if there are, and if they're not, we're gonna continue actually and see you on Monday. So we actually just opened the chat and just try to be very brief on the chat, and just very specifically for questions, so that we don't spam in the chat, we're gonna be there. And on Monday you will receive the 2 invitations so that you can start the Makeathon. So
asking about the deadlines.
Okay, yes, the deadlines. You will actually see it inside the platform. So mainly we're gonna pitch to the jury on the 30th of December, and you will get all the instructions on Monday. It's actually pretty easy, and you will get access as well to different mentors, and all the team from Makers for Good will be available here. So yeah, we're gonna answer all the questions. So the deadlines. Let me just go back here to the main presentation and show you. So this is the process. So from the 18th of December, we are going to start the Makeathon. So that's basically on Sunday. You can actually on Monday. Actually, here's Sunday. But it's on the 19th. I'm sorry. Monday the 19th, you start the Makeathon, and then you start with the 3 first tracks of the Makeathon, and then you have a final selection which is the 4th track, and we start the production on the. We're gonna actually tell you who's winning on the 3rd of January, and we're gonna start production from the 5th until we finish the projects, and then we have to ship it probably like 2 weeks before to Atlanta. Are there any more questions in the chat? And if not, we like to close it. We'd like to keep things simple. So yeah, we will see you on Monday. And it's actually, the platform is really easy. You'll see it's pretty self-explanatory. So yeah, we will see you there. And if you have any questions, just ask us in the chat. And so I will be there, and all the team of Makers for Good, and Israel and I will be the co-hosts. We are going to have these checkpoints with you, and you will see it inside the platform. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Thank you.